In my opinion, Ken Enginoki and Justin Roadritter make up a perfect Cars Diecast 2-pack. Not only are both items in this pack exclusive to it, which is always great when 2-packs are concerned, but they also are incredibly unique as far as items in 2-packs go. Now, most Cars Diecast 2-packs include two characters that appeared on screen together. Typically, you'll have two cars that shared screen time or have some sort of relationship, but very rarely have we seen 2-packs where the two items within the pack are designed to interact with each other in a very unique way, where it really only makes sense to have these two cars together. In the Cars on the Road episode Road Rambler, where these two come from, they are, of course, on opposing sides of an army in a really funny battle. We have a group of cars that are convinced they're in the apocalypse, fighting off against electric cars with solar panels, and honestly, to this day, that's one of my favorite jokes the Cars series has ever done. I see McQueen and Mater try to talk him down, have a bit of a peace talk, and de-escalate the situation, and everybody's kind of into it until this guy, who we now know is named Justin Roadritter, accidentally shoots off a little missile that hits one of the electric cars right in the head, starting a massive fight between the two groups. And this 2-pack doesn't just capture Justin and Ken, no, it captures the exact moment that Justin shoots at Ken, complete with Justin having a shocked expression and his missile launcher being aimed up and missing the missile now because he shot it and hit a very confused Ken. This is what I was saying when I say that this 2-pack has characters that interact with each other as diecasts. I think this is genuinely genius and one of the best 2-packs I think we've ever gotten. Just from the sheer concept alone, it is perfect. Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another review and to another 2024 Cars Diecast review. Today I'm very excited to be taking a look at the Ken Enginoki and Justin Roadritter 2-pack. This was one of my most wanted items for 2024. Took me a very long time to find it because 2-packs were a disaster last year. I found it about a month or two ago now, and I am very, very excited to finally be able to open it up and talk about it with you guys. Ever since I first saw the electric cars, I fell in love with the concept of this army of electric cars fighting old gas-powered cars. I thought that was so funny, and I've been waiting for electric cars ever since Cars on the Road came out. And while we have been getting the Road Rumblers now, slowly but surely, Ken is, to this day, still our only electric car. Here's hoping we get some more soon. I know I've said before that I'm not a big fan of how many on the road items we get, but if we had to get some more, I would absolutely adore more of these items, especially because the only version of Ken we have has that little missile on him. Anyway, we've got some really nice artwork of Ken here. Interestingly, this character, who I believe is meant to be male, has the sort of thicker eyelashes that are typically given to female characters. We've seen several Cars characters over the past few years just kind of not have the genders align with the names by accident. I'm looking at you, Jonathan Gearson. For the purposes of this review, I'm going to refer to Ken as male, but perhaps the character was originally meant to be female. Who knows? Just a background character at the end of the day. Of course, we also have Justin Roadritter here, and the cool thing about Justin is that you may not know this because they didn't label it on the packaging, although I'm sure it's pretty common knowledge now. Justin actually has two variants. The version of Justin in the 2-pack is different than his single. His single has a different facial expression and still has the missile on him, which is super cool. Unfortunately, I have not found the single of Justin. Hopefully I can soon, but if not, it's all good. I do have one version of him. We got the new for 2022 logo there, and you can see some of the other 2020... Did I say 2022? You have some of the other 2024 2-packs on the back. I'm sorry, guys. I guess my mind is stuck in the past. All right. Let's get these guys out of the package. I am super excited to take a look at these guys, especially Ken. I think we'll take a look at Justin first, since I think he's a bit less interesting. But here he is out of the package, and this is a pretty good-looking Road Rumbler. Like a lot of the Road Rumblers, he is pretty heavily based on a Demolition Derby car. In his case, it is broadside, but much like fellow Road Rumbler based on a pre-existing Demolition Derby car, Jason Roadkey, he actually doesn't just reuse the model of his Demolition Derby car, which I think is honestly kind of strange. I believe these are separate molds. Like, there are some subtle differences there. You can see, like, the shaping of the grill is a bit different. Some other little things like that. I believe these are different molds. Then again, actually, you know what? I do think they're the same molds, actually, with the exception of the mouth there, which is perfectly fine because in universe, in the show, they are the same mold. While it is a little annoying that these cars were, you know, just remodeled from the Demolition Derby cars, stuff like this is too obvious to tell. To the common person, they're not going to notice that or know that this is just a little warrior car, and that works perfectly fine. The reason why I think there might be some subtle differences is because this is a made-in-China broadside, not a Thailand broadside. I did have a Thailand broadside, but I repainted it for Ty's Cars 4. But yeah, these two do seem to share the exact same mold, just with a different facial expression, and of course the added missile launcher up top here. That obviously isn't going to move, but it is angled upwards, which is perfect. I believe the regular single of Justin has it angled more towards the front, more sort of straightforward instead of up at that angle, which I think is pretty perfect. This is a incredibly spot-on facial expression to the face he makes in the episode when he shoots off the missile. Very, very confused, as you can tell. Bro just accidentally started a war. My face when I accidentally caused the apocalypse. Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Wow, I did not know my camera could zoom out that far. That is... Oh, I don't like that. Okay, moving on to the side. Not much going on here. You can see I just dropped broadside. Wow, guys, I haven't made a video in a week. Can you tell? I was in Disney World, and then I got a cold, and I've been sick I was sick for the last several days. I tried to film this video like 3 or 4 days ago, but my voice was completely like congested sounding. Can you tell that this is my first video back in a while? We do have some other little details on him, which are honestly nice to see. One cool thing about these Road Rumblers reusing designs from the Demolition Derby cars is that it gives us kind of a look at what those cars are like without their sort of racing paint jobs. You can see there's a little plank of wood on broadside that I never noticed before, and it really is a testament to just how well detailed the Demolition Derby cars were. Much like broadside, he does have a graded window, which is textured, something that my original broadside actually doesn't have. I wonder if that was a change added to Thailand broadside. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check the one that I repainted. The back of the truck bed here is angled up a bit, it looks like. Another thing that I think may have been taken from the Thailand model of broadside. On the back, again, we have these incredibly specific bars and stuff. These are the little things that bother me with the Road Rumblers being reused. Just these oddly specific wooden plank fixtures and everything like that. But I don't mind. At the end of the day, animation is incredibly expensive, and so reusing models is something we're used to all throughout the car series. It looks like not only is this angled up, it also looks like it's angled a bit to the side. I don't know if that was intentional. Is that just mine being faulty, or I don't know. If you're I keep getting his name confused with Jason Roadkey, guys. Justin Roadritter and Jason Roadkey being the names of our two new Road Rumblers was really wild. Okay, they were way too similar. I'm usually very, very good with names, but this is like a Kevin Shift-Right, Kevin Racing Tire scenario where I'm pretty sure I'll get them wrong until the end of time. Anyway, what I was going to say was, if your Justin Roadritter has a slightly angled to the side missile launcher, let me know. Got some nice, pretty glossy paint down there within the truck bed. In case you're wondering, Justin does have matte paint all throughout. There's a look at the other side and a look at his base, which is properly kind of dirt colored, which I really, really like. I love it when they go out of their way to make the bases a different color, just to kind of fit the scenario. Anyway, moving on to Ken Enginoki. Here he is. Oh, man. Oh, this is great. Oh my gosh, I love this guy. He's great. Man, this item is reusing the microcar model first introduced with Mateo, albeit with an absolute ton of new accessories. As far as the microcar model goes, I think I prefer the previous one used for like Hiroaki and Takeshi, those, and I think was Yukio also one, the 3 Super Chases from 2013, although I do understand that perhaps those were a bit too big. My original complaint with Mateo was that maybe he was a bit too small. I don't know, I don't mind. I think I prefer that original mold, but I certainly don't mind this new one. And let me tell you, Ken is absolutely decked out. Look at this, this is amazing. Not only does he have the missile hilariously stuck to his eyeballs there, you can see where it's plugged in. Of course, it's not removable. It's just this little fake missile tip covered in fake little spikes, and I love it. It's really, really funny. It's just like a little sticky thing in universe, not actually a deadly weapon, because these guys are kind of losers. But he also has dirt detailing all throughout. Usually I'd complain about a character that's supposed to be all clean looking having dirt detailing, like say Jessica Carville, who had a weird amount of dirt detailing. But in the case it can, I will let it slide. I think I would prefer a clean white paint job for this guy and any of the future electric rumblers. But I don't mind. It does make sense. They are fighting in a wasteland. And that dirt detailing actually continues onto the roof, where it looks really great with sort of a faded design, faded sort of dirty design all throughout, which looks really, really good. Loving that confused expression. It's absolutely adorable and really hilarious. Also pretty screen accurate. Moving on to the side, you can see he's absolutely full of accessories, like this giant electric prod, complete with a wire wrapping around it. This is such a well-detailed piece. It's incredible. It reminds me of the laser rifle that the Mandalorian had early on in the show, that would like disintegrate people when he shot them with it. This makes Kenna a rather long car, or actually, considering he's so small, I think it makes him slightly closer to regular car length. You can see he's actually a bit longer than Justin Roadritter now, but I absolutely love this. He's just got this electric prod, and you can go around and cause all sorts of chaos. I love it so much. I especially love that detail of the wire wrapped around it. He also has this massive flag, which is painted to look weirdly rusty, which is kind of weird for a flag. In universe, it of course is attached to his wheel, but we can't have that for the diecast line or else the cars wouldn't roll, so it's plugged in right here. Same with the accessory on his other side, but it does a great job at making it look like they're attached to the wheels. Approximates it pretty well. We have the solar panel up here, giving him his power so he can go around and shock everyone. I love this. This is so much fun. I love it so much. I love all the detail on this guy. Easily seeing this top 5 favorite cars of 2024, which is saying something because we got some good cars last year. License plate reads B11-20J. I'm not sure if that's been used on another car before. Let's check Mateo. No, okay. Here's hoping that it wasn't reused. Sometimes license plates are randomly reused from items from like 15 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comments and it's like, actually, this is a reuse of the license plate from Jamie from the Final Lap collection. I'll be like, foiled again. Anyway, on this side, we have a giant spear, really nice spear. I think the spear needs a name. You know, it's like his confidant, his companion. I'm going to name the spear Brittany. I'll see myself out. Anyway, there's a look at the base. Absolutely hilarious item. A lot of little tiny pieces. They do seem pretty secure, but I'd be kind of careful with this guy if you were messing around with him, which it's hard not to do because he's just so fun with his giant electric prod. As far as this 2-pack goes, it really is a great one with 2 exclusive cars that went out of their way to work together to help complete a scene. A scene we didn't need to get, honestly, but it shows you the constant creativity and ingenuity of the Cars diecast line, and I'm so happy we got this item. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.